Don't worry about next week. Don't worry about next month. Don't worry about next year. Just focus on the next 24 hours. Yes, just 24 hours. You think, Jim, how is it possible? Because most people believe they need to have their entire future figured out. The perfect plan, the perfect timing, the perfect answer. And because of that, they become overwhelmed. Too much pressure, too much thinking, too much fear about tomorrow. So instead of moving forward, they freeze. But let me tell you something important. Your life is not built in 1 year. It is built in days. Success is a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Think about that. Every great life, every great career, every great success story was built one day at a time, not all at once. Nobody wakes up successful overnight. Nobody transforms their life in a single moment. It happens slowly, quietly, daily. One good decision, one disciplined action, one focused day, repeated again and again. Now listen carefully, because this can change your life. If you can control the next 24 hours, you can begin to control your future. If you can stay disciplined today, focused today, positive today, then tomorrow becomes easier. And when you repeat that process, day after day, your entire life changes. Days are expensive. When you spend a day, you have one less day to spend. So stop trying to carry the next 10 years. You don't need to solve your whole life tonight. You don't need all the answers right now. You just need to win today. That's it. Wake up with purpose. Protect your focus. Control your attitude. Do what needs to be done for the next 24 hours. Because success is not created in giant leaps. It is created in daily discipline. And maybe the reason you feel overwhelmed is because you are thinking too far ahead. Slow down, breathe, and ask yourself, what can I do today that moves my life forward? That one question can change everything. So in this message, we're going to talk about the power of mastering a single day, how to stop worrying about the future, how to build momentum, and how focusing on just the next 24 hours can completely transform your life. Because the future is built by what you do today. Success is a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Let's begin with something simple, but powerful. Most people overestimate what they can do in a year and underestimate what they can do in a single day. Think about that. A day seems small, ordinary, unimportant, but your future is built inside your days, not your intentions, not your dreams alone, your days. Because every day you are becoming someone stronger or weaker, more focused or more distracted, more disciplined or more careless. And those small daily choices quietly shape your life. Your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. Now let me ask you something. How often do you feel overwhelmed? Thinking about the future, thinking about money, thinking about success, thinking about everything you still haven't done. And because your focus is too wide, you lose your power. Your energy gets scattered. Your mind becomes heavy. And suddenly, even small tasks feel difficult. But what happens when you narrow your focus? What happens when you stop worrying about next year and focus only on today? Everything changes. Because now, your mind becomes clear. Now you can focus. Now you can act. Now you can move forward. Don't let the future steal today. Most people are mentally living in a future that hasn't happened yet, worrying about problems that may never come, creating stress before action. And that stress destroys progress. But successful people understand something different. They understand that the future is built one day at a time. So they protect today. They protect their habits, their focus, their attitude, because they know a powerful life is simply the result of powerful days repeated consistently. Now think about this. What if today You gave your full effort? Not forever. Just today. What if today you stayed disciplined? You avoided distractions. You kept your promises. You finished what you started. How would you feel tonight? Stronger, more confident, more in control. And that feeling creates momentum. Motivation comes from action, not the other way around. That's why one productive day is powerful. Because one good day often leads to another, and another, until suddenly you're no longer the same person. That's how transformation happens. Not in giant moments, but in daily decisions. Now let me tell you something important. Most people wait for motivation. They wait to feel ready. They wait for the perfect time. They wait for life to become easier. But successful people, they focus on the next 24 hours. They ask, what must be done today? And then they do it, even when they don't feel like it. That's discipline. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Now imagine this. If you focused completely for the next 24 hours, what could change? Maybe you finally start the project. Maybe you repair your mindset. Maybe you stop procrastinating. Maybe you begin building momentum. All because you stopped trying to control your entire future and focused on one day. That's the secret. One strong day can change your direction. One disciplined day can rebuild confidence. One focused day can create a completely different future. So stop carrying tomorrow's weight. You don't need to figure out your whole life today. You just need to win the next 24 hours. Wake up with purpose. Take action. Stay focused. Finish the day stronger than you started. And then repeat. Because success is not built in years. It is built day by day. Your future is not created someday. It is being created right now. Today. This hour. This moment. So don't waste the next 24 hours. Because one focused day has the power to change your life. Worry is not preparation. Worry is wasted energy. Let's talk about something that quietly destroys progress. Overthinking. Thinking too far ahead. Thinking too much about problems. Thinking about everything that could go wrong. And because of that, most people lose their peace. They wake up worried. They go to sleep stressed. Their mind never rests. Not because life is impossible, but because they are trying to control things they cannot control. You cannot change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction overnight. Think about how many people spend their time worrying about next year, while ignoring today. They worry about success, but avoid daily discipline. They worry about the future, but waste the present. And that creates frustration because the future becomes heavy when you try to carry it all at once. Now listen carefully. This is important. The future is not something you control directly. You control your actions, your attitude, your habits, your focus. That's it. And those things shape the future over time. But most people reverse it. They obsess over outcomes and ignore process. They ask, what if I fail? What if it doesn't work? What if things go wrong? And those thoughts drain their energy before they even begin. Either you run the day or the day runs you. Now let me ask you something. What can you control right now? Can you control the entire future? No. Can you control the economy? Everyone's opinion? Every challenge that may come? No. But can you control your effort today? Yes. Can you control your attitude today? Yes. Can you control your focus today? Absolutely. And that's where your power is. Not in tomorrow, in today. Because when you focus on what you can control, your mind becomes calmer, stronger, clearer. Now, instead of worrying, you begin acting. And action destroys fear. The best way to deal with the future is to handle today successfully. That's the secret. Most fear comes from inaction. The longer you wait, the bigger the problem feels. But the moment you take action, even small action, you regain control. That's why successful people focus on daily progress. Not perfection, not instant results. Progress. They understand something powerful. A focused day is more valuable than a worried week. So instead of asking, what will happen next year? Ask, what can I do today that improves my future? That question changes everything. Because now, you are no longer trapped in fear. You are moving forward. And movement creates momentum. Now let me tell you something important. Your mind was not designed to carry every problem at once. That's why overthinking exhausts you. It pulls your attention in every direction. And eventually, you lose focus completely. But when you simplify your focus, something changes. You breathe easier. You think clearer. You act stronger. Because now, you are focused on what matters. Today's decisions. Today's habits. Today's attitude. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. So stop trying to solve your whole life tonight. You don't need every answer. You don't need the perfect plan. You just need the next step. One focused day. One strong decision. One disciplined action. And then repeat tomorrow. That is how great lives are built. Not through panic. Not through overthinking. But through calm, consistent action. The future becomes less frightening when you stop trying to control everything and start controlling yourself, your thoughts, your actions, your discipline. Because when you handle today correctly, tomorrow begins to take care of itself. So stop overthinking the future. Focus on what you can control and win the next 24 hours. Your life changes the moment your decisions change. Let's talk about decisions, because success is not built in giant moments. It is built in choices, small choices, daily choices, quiet decisions nobody sees. And yet, those decisions shape everything. The direction of your life, the quality of your future, the person you become. Now here's what most people don't realize. You can change your life faster than you think. Not because everything changes overnight, but because one decision can change your direction overnight. A few simple decisions repeated every day create a different life. Think about this. One decision to wake up earlier. One decision to stop procrastinating. One decision to stop wasting time. One decision to start learning. One decision to finally take action. And suddenly, your day changes. And when your day changes, your future begins to change. That's the power of one decision. Most people wait too long. They wait for motivation. They wait for confidence. They wait for the perfect moment. But the perfect moment rarely comes. And while they wait, life keeps moving. Days pass. Weeks pass. Years pass. And nothing changes. Why? Because they never decided. Indecision is the thief of opportunity. Now let me ask you something. What decision have you been avoiding? The decision to become disciplined? The decision to change your habits? The decision to take responsibility? Because deep down, you already know what needs to change. You know the distractions. You know the excuses. You know the habits holding you back. And maybe the reason your life hasn't changed yet is not lack of ability. It's lack of decision. Because once a real decision is made, action follows. Not excuses. Not delay. Action. Now understand this clearly. Every decision has a consequence. Good decisions build confidence. Bad decisions build regret. And over time, those consequences multiply. That's why daily choices matter so much. A single day may not seem important, but repeated days create your life. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. So, if you want a different future, start with a different decision today. Not next month, not next year, today. Because one disciplined day can create momentum. And momentum is powerful. Once you begin moving forward, everything feels different. Your mind becomes clearer. Your confidence grows. Your energy changes. All because you finally decided. Now listen carefully. You do not need to change your whole life in 24 hours. You just need to change your direction. That's it. One strong decision. One focused action. One promise to yourself that this day will be different. Maybe today you decide to stop quitting. Maybe today you decide to stop doubting yourself. Maybe today you decide to take your future seriously. And that decision can become the beginning of a completely different life, because the quality of your life depends on the quality of your decisions. Discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most. So choose carefully. Choose growth over comfort. Choose action over excuses. Choose discipline over delay. Because every successful person made a decision at some point, a decision to change, a decision to grow, a decision to stop settling. And now it's your turn. You are always one decision away from a different direction, one decision away from momentum, from growth, from a better future. So don't wait for someday. Make the decision today and let the next 24 hours change your life. Successful people do what unsuccessful people are unwilling to do. Let's talk about habits, because your future is hidden inside your daily routine, not your goals alone, not your dreams alone. Your habits, what you do every day, quietly creates your life. The way you think, the way you work, the way you spend your time, all of it matters. Now here's the truth most people ignore. Success is rarely one big moment. It is small actions, repeated consistently. A good habit today, another tomorrow, and another the next day, until eventually those habits become your identity. Motivation gets you started. Discipline keeps you going. That's why habits are powerful, because habits remove excuses. You don't wait to feel motivated. You simply do what must be done. And over time, that consistency changes everything. Now think about this. What does your average day look like? Do your habits move you forward or hold you back? Because every habit has a direction. Some habits build strength. Others build weakness. Some habits create confidence. Others create regret. And the dangerous part is this. Habits feel small in the moment. Skipping one workout, wasting 1 hour, avoiding one responsibility. It doesn't seem serious. But repeated daily, small actions become powerful outcomes. Poor thinking habits keep most people poor. Now let me ask you something. What habits would change your life? If you practice them daily, waking up earlier, reading daily, exercising, planning your day, protecting your focus, simple things. But simple disciplines create extraordinary results. That's the secret. Most people are looking for giant breakthroughs, but success usually comes from small, consistent improvements, one disciplined day at a time. Now here's something important. Winning the day does not mean perfection. It means progress. It means you handled your responsibilities. You stayed focused. You controlled your attitude. You kept moving forward. That's a winning day. And when you repeat enough winning days, you build a winning life. Success is a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Now understand this clearly. Your habits are shaping your future, whether you realize it or not. Every day, you are either building momentum or losing it. That's why mornings matter. That's why focus matters. That's why discipline matters. Because the way you begin your day often determines the direction of your day. Now imagine this. For the next 24 hours, you remove distractions. You stop wasting time. You focus completely on growth. What happens? Your energy changes. Your confidence grows. Your mind becomes sharper. All because you finally started winning the day. Now listen carefully. You don't need to master the next 10 years. You just need to master today. And today is built through habits. Good habits protect your future. Bad habits slowly destroy it. So choose carefully. Choose habits that strengthen you. Habits that move you closer to your goals. Habits that make you proud of yourself. Because discipline creates freedom. The freedom to grow. The freedom to improve. The freedom to build the life you want. And it all begins with how you spend your days. Every morning, you are given another 24 hours. Another opportunity to improve. Another opportunity to grow. Another opportunity to become stronger. So don't waste the day. Win the morning. Win your habits. Win your focus. And when you win enough days, success becomes inevitable. Because great lives are not built in one moment. They are built through daily habits, practiced consistently. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Now let's bring it all together. Because by now, you understand something powerful. A great life is not built in one giant moment. It is built daily. One focused day. One disciplined action. One good habit repeated consistently. That's how success is created. Not through luck. Not through magic. Through repetition. The secret of your future is hidden in your daily routine. Think about that. What you do every day matters more than what you do occasionally. Anyone can feel motivated once. Anyone can have one productive day. But can you repeat it? That's the real challenge. Because success does not come from intensity alone. It comes from consistency. The ability to keep going, even when you don't feel like it. The ability to stay disciplined, even when results are slow. The ability to trust the process, when nobody is clapping for you yet. That is where transformation happens. Now let me ask you something. What if you stopped chasing overnight success and started focusing on daily progress? What if your only goal was to become slightly better every day? Just a little more focused, a little more disciplined, a little more intentional. What would happen after 1 year? Your life would look completely different. Because small improvements compound over time. Success is a few simple disciplines practiced every day, while failure is simply a few errors in judgment repeated every day. That's why daily habits matter so much. Every day,